Hi, my name is John Booren, and welcome to this week's Prosperion commentary. Today we are in week 2 of our 6-week series called The Secrets of Being a Successful Investor. We live in a world where we are constantly being bombarded by news and media headlines, so much so that we get dizzy and confused about what's even true anymore. But today I want to talk about how we can make that news actually work for us. I'll give you an example of this. A few weeks ago, Apple released their fourth quarter earnings results for 2012. And according to Apple's analysts, their earnings came in right about with where they projected. But according to Wall Street's analysts, they fell about $2 billion short. Now, what followed was a bunch of articles about how Apple's products are no longer relevant and can Apple even maintain their dominance in the mobile marketplace. And then that, of course, led to a 12.5% drop in their share price in just one day. But looking back, what all changed? Did the company change? No. Did their products change? No. Did their corporate strategy or their leadership or even their competitors change? No, none of that changed. The only thing that did change was the headlines. And what I want to talk about is how we can avoid this flurry of headlines that the news tends to throw at us. And there's a few points I want to talk about. The first of which is that when it comes to news, more isn't always better. As an investor, if you continue to read stories about how Apple missed their earnings, you get very fearful, and that fear tends to drive investors in or out of the market at the wrong times, we've come to find. The second point I want to talk about is that if you're looking for the facts, you're going to have to do some digging. Be a little more investigative. Don't just read the 2-page story or listen to the 30-second news clip, because that's not going to have all the facts. Do your own investigating to figure out what's really important and what's really relevant. The third is that your perspective needs to change. It needs to be a long-term perspective, a bigger perspective, looking past just what's topical today and at the facts that are actually long-standing and long-lasting. Now, as advisors, we try to ignore what's not important. We try to focus on what's relevant, the long-standing facts that don't just change when the paper comes off the presses. Because the world is noisy and it's newsy out there. And what we want to do is try to provide clarity and confidence so that the long-term investor keeps their plan on the right track, the track toward prosperity. Thanks for watching.